What if the foods at your local grocery store could help protect your memory after 60? Today you'll discover exactly 10 foods that science consistently links to better brain health. These aren't miracle cures, they're evidence-backed choices supported by large-scale research. Our list draws from widely researched patterns, including Mediterranean and Mind diets, among several studied approaches. The Mind diet combines Mediterranean and DASH eating, designed specifically to protect the aging brain. Researchers developed it by studying which foods most consistently reduced cognitive decline risk. Both the NIH and Mayo Clinic recognize diet as a key modifiable factor in supporting brain health. That means small, consistent food choices you make daily can genuinely matter for cognitive aging. Every item on today's list appears in official dietary guidelines. Nothing fringe, nothing unproven. Halfway through, we'll reveal why one overlooked food actually belongs on every brain health list. And food number 10, our most surprising pick, is something most people never consider a brain food. Stay with us. Every single item on this list is worth knowing. Let's get started with food number 1, a staple that earns its top spot for good reason. Food 1 on our list is leafy green vegetables. Spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard. The Mind diet names leafy greens as one of its 10 core recommended food groups. The target is at least 6 servings per week, more than most people currently eat. These greens are rich in folate, vitamin K, lutein, and beta-carotene. Some observational studies link these nutrients to slower cognitive decline, though evidence remains mixed and causation unproven. The Rush Memory and Aging Project, backed by the NIH, produced a striking finding. Older adults who ate the most leafy greens scored like people roughly 11 years younger. That comparison was with those who ate the least. An association, not proof of causation. Still, the consistency across studies makes leafy greens one of the most well-documented choices. The practical tip: add a handful to soups, smoothies, or eggs each day. Small, consistent habits, not dramatic changes, are what research consistently links to better outcomes. Food 2 on our list is berries. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries. The Mind diet gives berries their own dedicated category, the only fruit group that earns one. The recommendation is at least 2 servings of berries every single week. Berries are rich in flavonoids called anthocyanins, the compounds behind their deep, vibrant colors. One major cohort study links higher berry intake to slower cognitive decline, primarily in older women. These are associations, not proven cause and effect, but the pattern across studies is consistent. Some flavonoids may cross the blood-brain barrier, though robust human evidence remains limited. They may also help reduce oxidative stress, though scientists are still studying the exact mechanisms. Frozen berries are nutritionally comparable to fresh in most respects, though some heat-sensitive nutrients may slightly vary. And frozen berries cost significantly less. An easy win for anyone on a fixed income. 2 servings a week is achievable. Stir them into oatmeal, yogurt, or a simple smoothie. Food 3 on our list is fatty fish, and your brain genuinely needs it. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. These are the varieties that matter most. The Mediterranean diet calls for 3+ fish servings weekly. The Mind diet recommends at least 1 serving of fish generally. Fatty fish are exceptionally rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA and EPA. Research shows DHA is a major structural component of brain cell membranes. Some meta-analyses link higher fish intake to slower cognitive decline, though evidence remains mixed and causation unproven. Supplement trials show mixed results. Some large RCTs found no cognitive benefit, unlike whole fish observational data. This is well documented. Whole foods in a dietary pattern outperform isolated supplements. Mercury is a real consideration for older adults. Always ask your doctor about this. The Mind diet recommends at least one fish serving per week, a very achievable goal. Canned sardines or mackerel count too. Affordable, convenient, and just as beneficial. Food 4 on our list is nuts, especially walnuts. The Mind diet recommends at least 5 servings of nuts every week. Walnuts stand out. They're packed with ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Walnuts also contain vitamin E and powerful polyphenols linked to brain protection. Some studies link regular nut consumption to better cognition in older adults, though evidence remains inconclusive. Preclinical research suggests vitamin E may protect neurons from oxidative damage, though human trial results remain mixed. That said, the evidence favors whole dietary patterns over single nutrient supplements. Almonds, pistachios, cashews, and hazelnuts all bring value. Variety matters here. A small handful, about 1 ounce, per day is an easy, realistic goal. Choose unsalted varieties if you're watching your sodium intake. It's a simple swap. Toss nuts into oatmeal, salads, or eat them plain. Convenient brain nutrition daily. Food 5 is extra virgin olive oil, a true cornerstone of brain-healthy eating. The Mind diet scores olive oil as your primary cooking oil. No specific grade required. It's also central to the Mediterranean diet, one of the most studied dietary patterns worldwide. Extra virgin olive oil contains oleocanthal, a polyphenol with notable anti-inflammatory properties. Research shows anti-inflammatory compounds may help protect aging brain cells over time. Olive oil is also rich in monounsaturated fats, linked to better cardiovascular health. Better cardiovascular health correlates with healthier cerebral blood flow, though many factors influence that link. Some research links lower saturated fat intake to cognitive health, though evidence on fat substitution remains mixed. The Mind diet specifically recommends limiting butter. Olive oil is the smarter swap. Use it for sautéing vegetables as a salad dressing base. Incredibly versatile. We're halfway through the list, and the second half contains 2 genuinely surprising foods. Keep watching. Let's pause and recap the 5 brain health foods we've covered so far. Food 1. Leafy green vegetables. Spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard. Linked in observational research to cognitive function roughly 11 years younger. Food 2. Berries. The only fruit group the Mind diet calls out separately. Their anthocyanins are observationally linked to slower cognitive decline, notably in women, in one large cohort study. Food 3. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. DHA, a key omega-3, is a major structural component of brain cell membranes. Food 4. Nuts, especially walnuts, high in plant-based omega-3s and vitamin E. Some population studies associate nut consumption with cognitive benefits, but findings are mixed and not fully consistent. Food 5. Olive oil. The Mind diet's recommended primary cooking fat, generically specified. All 5 belong to the Mind and Mediterranean dietary patterns, recognized globally. Research shows consistent adherence to these patterns matters more than any single food. 5 foods down, 5 to go, including 2 that may genuinely surprise you. Food 6 on our list is whole grains. Oats, brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat bread. The Mind diet recommends at least 3 servings of whole grains every single day. Your brain runs primarily on glucose. Many whole grains release it more gradually than refined carbs. That steady release supports sustained concentration and mental energy throughout your day. Refined carbohydrates cause spikes and crashes. Whole grains help you avoid that entirely. Whole grains are also rich in B vitamins, including B6 and folate. These B vitamins play a key role in homocysteine metabolism in your body. Multiple meta-analyses link elevated homocysteine to higher dementia risk, though causation remains unconfirmed. The relationship is complex, but dietary patterns supporting B vitamins are well documented. Practical tip: Swap white bread and white rice for whole grain versions, starting today. It is one of the simplest, most impactful food upgrades you can make right now. Food 7 is beans and legumes. And here is where many people are surprised. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans. These are true brain health powerhouses. The Mind Diet recommends more than 3 bean-based meals every single week. Legumes deliver plant-based protein, fiber, folate, and other essential B vitamins. They also have a low glycemic index, meaning they help keep blood sugar stable. Some studies associate chronically high blood sugar with faster cognitive decline, though evidence remains correlational and mixed. Stable blood sugar means steadier mental energy and focus throughout your day. Remember the food we teased earlier? The one most people overlook? This is it. Beans consistently appear in brain-protective dietary patterns studied across the globe. They are also among the most affordable foods on this entire list. Budget-friendly brain fuel. Try adding a half cup of beans to soups, salads, or as a simple side dish. Food 8 on our list is poultry, specifically chicken and turkey. The Mind Diet recommends at least 2 servings of poultry every week. Poultry is a lean, high-quality protein source, and that matters more than most people realize. Amino acids from protein are linked to neurotransmitter synthesis, though research on causation in older adults is ongoing. Serotonin and dopamine, both critical to mood and focus, are built from amino acids in protein. Poultry also provides choline, essential for producing acetylcholine, a key memory neurotransmitter. Animal and some human studies link choline to brain function, though human RCT evidence remains mixed. Eggs are often cited for choline, but poultry is an equally valuable complementary source. Baked or grilled skinless chicken and turkey are the preferred preparations, not fried. Fried preparations add unhealthy fats that work against the brain protective pattern we want. 2 servings of baked or grilled poultry each week is a simple, powerful brain health habit. Food 9, and one that genuinely surprises most people, is dark chocolate and cocoa. Yes, this is the treat we promised earlier, and the science behind it is real. Cocoa is one of the richest dietary sources of flavonols, a powerful subtype of flavonoids. Individual RCTs and narrative reviews have examined cocoa flavonols and cognition, though evidence remains preliminary. Some studies suggest links to attention, processing speed, and working memory, but results are mixed. This makes cocoa one of the stronger short-term trial evidence stories on our entire list. Higher cacao dark chocolate generally means more flavonols, though no official threshold is formally established. Milk chocolate and confectionery sweets do not carry the same flavonol concentration or benefit. Modest amounts matter. Portion size and your overall daily sugar intake both count here. Unsweetened cocoa powder stirred into oatmeal or a smoothie is another practical low-sugar option. A small square of quality dark chocolate daily can genuinely be part of a brain-healthy pattern. Food 10, our number 1 most surprising brain food, is green tea. This is the payoff we promised at the very start, and it genuinely delivers. Green tea contains 2 brain-relevant compounds working together in a unique way. First, L-theanine, an amino acid associated with calm, focused mental alertness. Second, moderate caffeine. Some research suggests the caffeine-L-theanine combo may support attention, though effects are modest. Together, they produce a smoother, more sustained boost, without coffee's abrupt crash. Green tea is also rich in EGCG, a potent antioxidant studied for neuroprotection. Studies consistently find this antioxidant may help protect aging brain cells from damage. Public health bodies widely recognize green tea as safe and beneficial for most older adults. Some research suggests 2 to 5 cups daily may offer benefits, though evidence is largely observational. If caffeine is a concern, ask your doctor about timing and how much suits you. Here's the most important thing to understand. No single food is a magic bullet. The real power comes from the overall dietary pattern. Consistently, over time. Research consistently links the mind dietary pattern to meaningfully lower rates of cognitive decline. Large observational studies associate it with reduced Alzheimer's risk, though causality isn't fully established. This is a long-term lifestyle shift, not a quick fix or an overnight solution. Small, consistent changes made daily add up to meaningful protection over months and years. What you limit matters just as much as what you add to your plate. The mind pattern recommends limiting red meat and fried or fast food regularly. It also calls for limiting butter, margarine, cheese, pastries, and sugary sweets. Reducing these foods is an equally essential part of the brain protective pattern. Think of it as building a consistent foundation, meal by meal, day by day. Before making major dietary changes, always speak with your doctor or a registered dietitian. This is especially true if you have existing health conditions or take any medications. Let's recap all 10 brain health foods one final time. Number 1, leafy greens. Number 2, berries. Number 3, fatty fish. Number 4, nuts. Number 5, olive oil. Number 6, whole grains. Number 7, beans and legumes. Number 8, poultry. Number 9, dark chocolate. And number 10, our most surprising pick, green tea. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Small changes stick. Pick 2 or 3 foods from this list you're not eating regularly. Start there. Consistent small steps deliver real long-term results. Which food surprised you most? Leave a comment below. We read every one. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe for weekly healthy aging content. Source links, including the NIH and Mayo Clinic, are in the description below. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making health decisions.